So here in a large baking dish, I'm starting off with our jalapeno and barbecue chips. So we're just gonna pour a little bit because we are gonna top it with some cheese first. So we're just gonna wanna make some layers. So that's why I'm just doing a little bit at a time. So this is gonna be such an awesome recipe. It feeds a ton of people and it has a lot of different flavors. And it is just a crowd pleaser. I love making this one, especially because I'm telling you it's cheesy. I'm gonna throw in some beef in there as well. Everything that we throw in here is just gonna be super tasty. So once you have that first layer of cheese, we're gonna go back in with our chips. You can just go ahead and throw the rest of the bag in there. So I'm gonna do that for both the barbecue and our jalapeno flavor as well. So I did grab the kettle cooked chips. These are awesome because they are really crunchy and they are perfect for this recipe. I'm telling you, they give you such a nice bite. They're full of flavor as well. So I'm just gonna go back in with my cheese. I'm just using this cheddar blend, and we're gonna be using the whole bag right on top. Just go ahead and throw the rest of that in there. All right. So here in the middle, we got our big block of Velveeta cheese. So like I said, this is gonna be a mixture of cheeses, and it is gonna be so tasty. So right here, I have my ground beef. I just seasoned that with some taco seasoning, which is my favorite, especially for these recipes. You can see that I left all of the juice from the meat in there. So that's gonna help the Velveeta cook and everything. And it's just gonna give it a ton of flavor, especially because it has that taco seasoning mixed in with it. So just pour that right over the Velveeta. I do have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. So once we finish with all of these ingredients, we're gonna stick it in there. So also right on top of the Velveeta, these are the Rotel tomatoes. Ooh. Made a little bit of a mess, but look, you can just take your spoon and we just want to spoon it over. So I'm just doing all of these over the Velveeta because once it finishes cooking, we can just kind of mix it all together and it's going to come out tasting amazing. But we are not finished yet. So here I have some Bush's baked beans. This stuff is super flavorful. I always go with the Bush's brand. I feel like they just make the best baked beans. And you can see that they're just like it's like a really thick sauce, so it comes out tasting really good. So I'm just gonna do about half of that on there. And on the other half here, I have some Rosarita refried beans. And just pour that right on the other side. So you can see that we have just a bunch of different flavors. So you know, for all my baked beans lovers or all my refried bean lovers, this is gonna be one for you. So once you have everything in there, we're just gonna throw this into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And look at this. Pulling this out of the oven makes me so happy. And look, we're just gonna grab our spatula and you see that cheese in the middle. We're just gonna mix them with the ground beef, with the baked beans. And look, the Velveeta just really melts. I like using Velveeta, especially for these big tray recipes because the cheese, I feel like always comes out velvety smooth. And we already have the cheddar cheese on the chips. So there's not gonna be one chip that is left dry. I feel like that is the worst part about eating nachos, when you get a chip with no topping or anything. So this alleviates that problem. Look, it's just really easy. You can just grab it, fold the bottom, and then this is perfect for any party because you can just kind of come in, grab a chip, and then dip it into this awesome sauce that we made. This awesome cheese sauce that we made. Ooh. So I'm just gonna keep mixing this thoroughly. I just wanna make sure that all of the ingredients get nicely incorporated. And this is ready to serve. Cannot wait to dig into this one. All right, so I'm gonna get kind of close because I want you to hear the crunch of these kettle chips. These are a must. This is amazing. That's all there is to say.